Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War Carthage Campaign, episode 103rd, with me, Squawker. And when we left off, we had taken another town, we had beaten another army, and soon we are eliminating a faction. I'd say another, actually I could say another faction. I was responsible for wiping out the Spanish, so... But at the same time, I'm not exactly getting the same momentum I was getting in my Brutii campaign, but then again, I'm playing on hard, or whatever. Yeah, we are getting close to wiping out another faction. Within the next turn, my army shall be landing at Capua, and we will be taking them down. So, before we can do that though, let us make sure we are done for this turn, for there is still a battle to fight. Aulus Maximian is moving his troops in to contest my rulership of this coast, because really the Brutii still control the coast, but soon that will not be the story. I have troops moving in to capture Carthage, and once I have dealt with Aulus Maximian, I will send for reinforcements, and then we can make sure Carthage not only falls, but is liberated back to its rightful owner, such as myself. I think the reason why the Brutii dropped reinforcements, by the way, was because I have broken my naval control of this area, which does sound a bit crappy, but at the same time, I have had to make sacrifices in order to capture Capua. I sent out Admiral Chermes to become a new escort in order to make sure that the Scipii did not try and scupper my plans to capture the town. And Celeas is having a bit of a riotous area at the minute, but we are doing what we can to try and hold down the fort. Hope the town just gets it out of its system is really the best hope. Meanwhile in Cirta, we did send for reinforcements just to assist with everything going on there. So now Admantus Celeas is resting up for a turn, and then we're going to make our move on Carthage. And I'm actually going to ship out these elephants, and they're going to make their way up to Admiral Fera up here. And I'm going to send them to Europe because that's where they're needed. And also pirates have rocked up in this area, by the way. Ain't that a brilliance? Meanwhile in Tingi, by the way, we are getting additional troops. Troops that can really be shipped out now. So I'm going to recruit an additional unit of Poenis. But yeah, I think now that I've got... Actually, next turn I'm going to send these troops out. Once I've got 5 useful troops, I'm just going to send them out. That seems to be a good path for the course. Right now, I know Agricaris Manaika is really more of a general than a governor. But for now, he maybe needs to continue being a governor because he's a bit far away from the action. So he'll match out with what he has, and I'll see what I can provide from another town. But because we do need to start planning our massive invasion of Sicily, and also planning for a potential massive invasion from Egypt. Hopefully they just play as Egypt though and don't become the recently announced Tomb Kings from Warhammer 2. And ooh, I've already pre-ordered, I can tell you that. Oh, that's going to be a good DLC / expansion. I'm hoping it comes with some mini campaign in a way, but I don't think it will. But I know that they're going to play very differently than the other factions in Eye of the Vortex. In that they don't care about the Vortex because really it's not really within the Tomb King's remit. It's more that they're more interested in just basically fucking everything up in their local vicinity. So I can see how that's going to be actually quite an interesting twist on the Eye of the Vortex, especially if you're playing as like, you know, like, I don't know, High Elves or something. Like, not only are you trying to stop everyone from beating you to controlling the Vortex, but you're going to have to keep your eye on the Tomb Kings now, making sure they aren't up to something that's going to get in your way. So actually, yeah, that'll be quite an interesting thing. I assume in Mortal Empires I'll play like everyone else. I haven't really done Mortal Empires, unfortunately, because I haven't really done a Warhammer 2 campaign yet. But, ooh, that'll be something good to do in the future. Anyway, we are pretty much at the end of the turn, but I do have money to spend, so we will burn some money. But I'm going to move out Celeas the Conqueror, who is getting on a bit, unfortunately. But yeah, I have a nice, big, strong army here, and this will be enough to reach out and slap Aulus Maximian. He's bringing a pretty strong army with him, mainly made up of lots of Libyans, but there are 2 units of urban cohorts and Praetorian cavalry in there. He's also bringing along Titus Varus, who has been in my way at points in the past, so this could be a good chance to get a 2-for-1. So I'm throwing everything at this one. We're going to get rid of him and, well, basically call it a victory, hopefully. Unless something goes wrong. But if this goes correctly, he will be out of my way. And I could either A, march on Leptis Magna, which won't happen because I need to keep troops in Thapsus. Or B, I can ship reinforcements to Carthage and prepare for taking my old capital back. Anyway, the strength ratio sits at 3-2 in my favour because Celeas is a conqueror. And I outnumber the enemy by a slim margin. He has a pretty general army though. I have more specialised units and I have plenty of phalanxing troops, so this should give me the advantage. The only thing is he has a lot of Libyan mercenaries, which is going to make it tough for my armoured elephants to get in there and get kills. Or at least it's going to make it... Because, look, let's face it, those armoured elephants, they practically cost me the earth. I don't want them all dying. However, at least he has no archer auxilia, which would scare my elephants. So, if we can break these Libyan mercenaries early on in the battle, which I suspect will happen, because I suspect the enemy may put them up front for my slingers and my own mercenaries to deal with, I may be able to bring in my elephants at the correct optimal time and wipe out the enemy. But for now, let us move in and kill our foes. So let's fight it out on a battle map.
Today is a good day to die, but better still to live and tell our grandchildren of brave deeds and braver men. There is no shame in being scared, but fear should never be your master. Now cheer, you noblest of men, and sound the advance!
Okay, let's get going. By the way, did I forget to mention I have loads of elephants in this army? I have another unit up here. Just regular baby elephants, but still elephants nonetheless. So basically, we could basically start an elephant apocalypse in this fight. So I've got my lighter elephants. These guys are slightly more expendable than... I mean, alright, elephants should never be expendable, but those guys I can throw into a riskier conflict than these big fellas, basically. These fellas are really reserved for wiping out the urban cohorts, because that's what these guys should be able to do. However, I do have artillery in place, so I will have the artillery doing its thing. And as has been, we have learned hardware. I'm going to try and keep these guys off flaming ammo, even though flaming ammo packs a punch. So, actually, no, I am going to do flaming ammo. Because since we're not in a bridge battle or in a defensive battle, what we can do is actually we could just basically play the attrition game first and just try and wipe the enemy out. Which is actually going to work in our favour, because we do have a nice defensible position. We are on a hill. So, looking at my troop build-up, Paweni infantry, they're going to make up the front line. They're going to be the pillar absorbers today. The Sacred Band will make up the secondary line. So we'll have a match in 2 groups of 3. So we'll have one match like so. I'm going to make it a little tighter actually, just because this time I have sheer numbers on my side in a way. And because I have so many phalanx units, I don't want to just basically spread myself across the entire battle map, because then it's just going to look a bit silly. So we'll have these 2 guys there, and we've got 2 units of Sacred Band at the back. So there we go, we can put these guys into a three line formation, because it'll work for them. So there we go. And then, yeah, slingers, once more, will take the front. So I'm going to put the slingers up front and ready to go. They can also help out with the attrition game. And then Libyans, I'm actually going to put the Libyans in the centre, so they can just try and hit anything that comes close to us. They can be my secondary line. Sacred Band Cavalry, they will march alongside the general, so they will be helping guard Celeas' life, so they will be there. Long Shield Cavalry, they will be over here. I'm hoping these guys, well actually these are Celeas' Long Shield Cavalry, so they won't let me down like Long Shield Cavalry did let me down in Adamenta Corrales' army, because he was, well, that was not really very good. And Iberian Infantry, you're in reserve. You're keeping an eye on the onagers, because there isn't really anywhere I can fit you in. So, we all have our orders. We all know what we're doing, so let us do our orders and make sure this battle goes well. Elephants, I'm going to move you up a little closer, by the way. I'm going to put you here, just because I have archers mounted with these guys, and I might be able to just score a few hits if the enemy comes running over. But onagers... The first move shall go to you. So the enemy has actually tried to spread themselves out in order to try and counter my large forces. So, onagers, I want you firing at will. The first thing that comes into your sight, deal with it, because it looks like the enemy's going to try and spread themselves around my flank, but it's mainly because they have so many their own units. The general himself is actually moving in as well. So that was a good hit there. Right, slingers, get back in formation. Get out of there. Onager, by the way, fuck you. I just saw what you did. Extinguish flame. Stick to regular fire. Right, anyway. General's got a bit of a death wish going on. He's just trying to push through my Paweni infantry, who right now are sort of taking him out. This is a very, very unorthodox strategy that we're seeing from the enemy right now. And also trying to bring in more of their Libyans over here. Cavalry, I want you to chase down those Libyans and stop them, but I want you to be careful. We have an armoured general there. He's luring you. Be careful. Oh, by the way, he died. Or didn't die. He's being a bit stupider. Okay, Onager. Target the Libyan mercenaries, but be careful, please. Like, seriously, be careful. You guys get in there, deal with the Libyan mercenaries. The enemy's just trying to overwhelm us by basically with Libyan mercenary spam, and I don't understand it. But if this is his wish, then there we go. Elephants, begin moving in. If we've got the Libyan mercenaries slowed down to a nice extent, then we can do this. Elephants here. I want you over here. We've got Praetorian cavalry lurking somewhere. We need to deal with them. Artillery, I'm going to turn you off now because it's getting too hot in the kitchen for us, and you should therefore stay out of the kitchen. Okay, elephants, I want you to try and push through to those Praetorians. You two, get those Numidians under control. The enemy's already on a mass route by women because, yeah, elephants kind of moved in and there. So, yeah. Elephants, go for it. The battle's just gone to us. Yeah, so, I was hyping this battle up a bit in the last episode, wasn't I? Saying that it's going to be really hard, and now this is happening. Oh, well, whatever. Armoured elephants, just keep going it. You guys are absolute diamonds for me. Just get in there, wipe them all out. Elephants are charging down the cavalry, if there are any cavalry. Did the Praetorian cavalry run away? It did run away. It got broken. Well done, guys. Still, yeah. That was easy. Easy in the sense that, what the fuck was the enemy thinking? They just ran forward into my bristling wall of spears with cheap foddery units, thinking, yeah, that'll work. And, well, as you saw, it didn't work because, well, in what fucking reality does that even work? Because, yeah. Also, it doesn't really help when the general himself just basically runs into a spear unit when he's on a horse. I think he might have been suicidal, and I do apologise for belching. If you heard me belch, I kind of stifled it, but yeah. Kind of disgusting. Anyway, elephants, just keep up the momentum. You guys know what you're doing, because right now it's just really shoot, kill, do what you want. Elephants, you target the light ox here, just kill them. There we go. Seriously though, what? Yeah, no. Kill as many as you can. Come on.
Chase them from the field and give them no rest.
This is a free kill buffet. We may as well just take down everything. We're basically killing urban cohorts for free here, as well as all these Libyan. Yeah, I'm hoping Maximian was now like regretting hiring all those Libyan mercenaries, which, you know, he just basically spent all the money in the world for, and now has basically got no return on his investment at all. Because honestly, what the actual shit was he thinking? Seriously, I just don't understand his trail of thought here. And by the way, it's nice to see these Libyan mercenaries getting tossed around, isn't it? Alright, I really shouldn't be laughing at them, but then again, I don't really particularly like Libyan mercenaries. We've never really been too fantastic in my armies. I only really hire them just to fill out the numbers in a way. Elephants, try and target these auxilia now. The cavalry can finish off these guys. General, get in there. Maybe the enemy's just actually shit scared of Celeas for conquer at the same time as well, so I just thought, sod it. If we run in and try and kill him, it might work, but instead it doesn't work. Celeas can't be beaten, yo. Has he even lost a battle yet? He probably has. I can't remember very well. I have bad memory, as you've already probably able to tell. Then again, it's probably because of where I record these. I don't record these often enough, do I? Oh well, and even if I do it on a weekly. Elephants, by the way, look at that. Just look at that arrow fire just going in there. Not the most accurate fire in the world, but hey, you're trying. By the way, is there a button for you guys to... Yeah, disable fire at will. Just cease fire. Don't want you to accidentally kill my own guy now. I mean, we've basically won at this point, but yeah. Well done, Brutii. You've just played yourselves, haven't you? You've absolutely played yourselves, and it's just gone all up the spout, up the spider spout. I'd run over and capture Leptis Magna if there wasn't an army at Corrales looking at me. Alright, is that all of them? Oh, actually, no, there's one left. He's run all the way over here. Right, who's over there? Libyan mercs. Do I have anything in the nearby area that I can deal with them? Not really. I mean, slingers, you can run in and deal with them if you want, but yeah, those guys are too far away, so you guys can get away for now, though my slingers actually did just get a few nice volleys out on them, so well done, slingers. Actually, slingers near enough killed them. See? Oh, hang on. Might be able to finish them before they escape. Go on, go for it. Go. Shot down!
Victory is yours.
Nice one,
and
slingers.
no one can argue.
Alright, there we go. Please laugh at Aulus Maximian for his absolutely woeful performance there, in which he completely fucked up his army, and yeah. Well done, idiot. you just basically... I mean, the thing is, Titus Varus actually got away from us, but let's face it, he ain't exactly going to be popular in the Senate right now after that. What an embarrassment. Seriously, just get on that boat and go back to Italy. But then again, you're probably not welcome there. Oh, no, he's going to go on there. Well, you can do that if he wants, but he ain't going to get very far. Thapsus, by the way, is on the brink of revolting because of stupid shit. I probably should have left something. I honestly thought I'd be there and back within a turn, so I don't know, just recruit all the town militia in the world in the hopes that it makes life better for me. Oh, well, that was a bit of a foolish mistake on my part. There's enough. Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe one... No. Ah! Cavalry. Perfect crime. Right. Done. Thapsus is safe. So, right. Thapsus, we can probably turn down... Oh, wait, we can't. Right. Fine, we get a free unit of town militia, which will be disbanded next turn anyway. Right! Good. Let us see what is left to do then before we end this turn. Dimidi, we are recruiting some additional elephants. I can't remember why. I'm pretty sure I said get some long shield cavalry. But I must have completely missed. So, fine, I'll have the elephants. I can always use an additional unit of elephants. But please recruit some long shield cavalry, and once we have them, we're off to Nepta to capture it. Meanwhile, let's see. Actually, is there any building we can do in Dimidi? Yeah, we can do a new temple. Upgrade a temple. Always upgrade a temple. Tingi, we could build an academy or an execution square. We don't really need to. We're recruiting in Cirta, but there's no construction that necessarily needs doing. Corralis, you're doing your work as well. You're gonna repair the cavalry stable, just working on the shipwright. We're doing all the recruitment we can really just to try and keep the riots suppressed. Parma, we could work on something, but to be honest, right now you actually are building. As for recruitment, for right now, Parma, I don't really see much need to recruit from you right now. I only really recruit as in an emergency situation. Cafe, go Nova. We're still waiting on you to complete your growth. And this town's actually shrinking. Right, Corduba, why are we shrinking? Is it because we've had a cut-off in terms of trade? It's because the squalor's got out of control. Right. Increasing the farming might help us, because, you know, better food. Or actually, do Grand Bazaars decrease squalor? No, but they do give us a population growth bonus. Right, either do a Grand Bazaar or get more food in the area. Don't exactly want starvation to become a precedent in the area, but we do need to deal with Captain Bitter as well, who is just in the way. Captain Abidus, take what men you have left and take them out now. Because they're in your way. And then you can return to Corduba and retrain. Okay, let's just do this one. Make it a nice quick victory for us. I'm not even going to bother reading through. Look, it's some peasants and another unit. Probably another unit of peasants knowing the rebels. So, yeah. Just get rid of these brigands and maybe you can redeem yourself a little bit.
This night we will feast and drink. Await my orders.
No speeches, you're not allowed. Right. So, it is a bridge battle. So, yeah, using the onagers is not a good idea, but I'm using the onagers. Onagers, I want you here, and I want you just to basically use your powers of attrition to do whatever you can. Libyan Spearmen, you're here. Sacred Band, you're the front line, but you're in very few numbers, so yeah, don't put pressure on yourselves, lads. Actually, you know what, Sacred Band, you just stay out of it, because I want to retrain you, so yeah. And Skirmishers, I want you here as well to do your thing. Right, start the battle. Honestly, I have no tactics here. Just smash the Iberian infantry into little pieces with some artillery, and then we can just say we won. Libyan Spearmen and Iberians of our own, you can begin moving across the bridge if you want, though. And then Skirmishers, I want you to establish a position here and begin raining fire on the enemy, since you're basically the strongest unit of the lot. Okay, so artillery's beginning to open fire. There we go, we've got a hit there, we've got another hit there. Did a little bit of damage, honestly, go for the fire shots. I know it does mean we do now run the risk of inaccuracies, but I'm going to hit what I can. So actually, you know what? All units, hold position. Artillery, you know what you're doing. Just do what you can. Try not to kill my own army, though, because if you do that, then I'm just going to be monumentally annoyed. But there we go. This might work for us. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that button. Actually, you know what? Troops, if you lot just sit over there and hold tight for a little bit, by the way. I should just minimise the chance of friendly fire. See, sneaky, sneaky. Okay, you guys know what to do now. Just sit there. fire at them all you can because they're not moving, they're not going anywhere, so that's fine. Just let them sit around and basically experience a localized meteor shower. That's basically what they're having right now. Very painful meteor shower, but hey, they asked for it by basically being in my way. I mean, the best reason for doing this really is I don't necessarily have to do it, but since my army is very weak and very depleted, this just makes life easier for me. Less enemies to deal with, and it'll shake them up a little bit in terms of morale. So I may as well just do it. I mean, it's less peasants to potentially get in the way. Not that peasants really ever get kills, but you know. I mean, I'm really trying to get rid of those Iberian infantry, but we seem to never hit them, so yeah, but hey, we took a few of them out, so that's always useful. I mean, there we go, took out a big chunk of them this time. Go on, keep it up. There we go. Didn't get them there, but you know, we can always try it again. Come on. Okay, that's them done for. Right, all units on that side of a bridge, please. It's basically going to be throwing whatever we have and seeing what sticks. By the way, you guys, back to your bases, back to your post. You can't just abandon yonder just like that. They've got to be defended, haven't they? Eh, you silly sods. Okay, so Libyan spearmen are leading the lines. To be honest, yeah. Honestly, it's just going to be best at just getting our Iberian infantry to pin them and then have the, basically have the Libyans, or at least my long shield cavalry, going for a flank charge. You know, we could somehow lose this battle, by the way, because of my notorious long shield cavalry probably notoriously running off like they always do. It honestly could happen. Don't act like it couldn't happen. Okay. Alright, Libyan spearmen, I need to enter a guarding formation and hold your position. Iberians, do the same. Go over there and create a guarding formation. Sacred Band, go over here and create a guarding formation as well. What I want to do is I'm going to let the slingers get in there, but it's not going to happen. So, right, guys, get in there. Right, cavalry, you know what to do. Get around the back now, nice and quickly. Skirmishers, try and target. I mean, look, you've got a greater chance of basically hitting something belonging to the enemy than to me. So, you guys just get in there and do what you can. Or just stand and stare at the enemy. I mean, it's up to you, but right now your comrades are dying. So, yeah. There we go, right, we pushed those guys out, right. Skirmishers, draw your swords, kill the peasants. Just get in there and finish them all off. Just want everything wiped out in one go, please. Come on. Got them shaken. Stir them up now. You in there, you in there. Finish them off, lads. How about you get over and help as well. There we go.
As enemies, these men are perfect. They are running from the battle in terror!
Right, I'm not going to bother pursuing these guys, they're not worth it.
Victory lies in your grasp, and there is nothing the enemy can do but run!
Good victory, lads. You pulled it off relatively efficiently. That's all I asked for you. So, at least now you have earned your passage back to Corduba in order to retrain yourself. So, initiate all the retraining we can. Looks like we ran out of money in terms of retraining, though. Alright, that's a bit of a shame. Right, cavalry, sit tight. You'll be retrained next turn. Because I'm not really in the mood for making random cost cuttings elsewhere. And yes, by the way, now Beaumartis is under siege, but it's alright. Captain O'Donoghue is on his way to do his duty and stop the enemy. Speaking of enemies, I do believe it's now time that we gave them a turn in this game, so therefore we're going to go to the next turn, see what they do, see how they react to my glorious victories, and all that other jazz. So let us move on and see what occurs. Settlement bribed. The citizens of these miserable hovels have sold themselves to another lord. Oh, great. That stupid diplomat who I should have killed has sold us out. So they basically bought Thapsus off me and didn't give me a penny. Right. That's annoying. By the way, Abdosia Corduba. What is it with people being named after towns now? Wants to join the family. He's 35, so he's already getting on a bit, but at the same time, he has one of everything. So, yeah, come in. Seems to be a nice lad. Alright, you get in there and retake Thapsus, and then I'll have that diplomat killed. Still, I hope you enjoyed wasting your money, Thapsus, because I'm basically just, you know, thank you! Occupy it, and I'll help myself to a bit of money, because, hey, that is my due. Right, cool. Anyway, end of turn report, lost some money. That's not brilliant. Limonum, however, has set up its governor's villa and Thapsus an execution square. So, right, Limonum, first things first, upgrade your wall so they're not absolute shit. Second of all, begin trade. Oh, actually, no, don't do that. Work on the militia barracks, prepare me some Iberian infantry, and then we'll make our move. Because yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do in Limonum. I mean, now that we've grown Limonum, actually, we can turn it into a nice little economic town. However, it seems some Julii have ideas, so we're going to stamp them out before they do anything annoying. By the way, what's the sitch over here? Yes, it's a good situation. Terentilius is none the wiser. Good. Anyway, as for recruitment report, Tingy has some Poennies, Thapsus some town militia, Demidi some elephants, Alicia some Poennies, Coralis some town militia, and Serta a new assassin. Good. Right, new assassin, you. Whatever your name be. What is your name today? Who are you? Zamolxis Fabraka. See Flavius Delicus? He's getting on anyway, but right. Just kill him so I feel secure, and then you're going to go and wipe out a very annoying diplomat who is in my way, and, well, he deserves death, really. Still, quite a close call there. Luckily that the Brutii didn't manage to install a garrison, and I was just next door just to basically walk right in. Hey, this bribery mechanic does seem to be getting in my way this campaign. Now, that's twice that's happened to me now. I mean, twice something's been bribed. No, don't guard the troops. Kill the troops. Well, no, don't kill the troops. Kill him.
Defending the troops.
I'm guessing he fucked it up. Yep, he missed. Well done, idiot. Right, well, if you're going to defend the troops, can you join with Admentus Coralis just to make sure that, nothing happens, right? Anyway, Xanthor's in the family. Xanthor already was in the family. I don't know where the new guy is at the minute, so let's have a look. Where's the new guy? He'll be quite low on the family tree, won't he? I remember he's wearing a nice little helmet, so that's not him. And he was looking to his left as well. There he is. Oh, wow, he's quite deep down. Right, so Abdesir Corduba is currently in Carthage Nova. Alright, that's a nice place for you to land. You can govern a town for a little bit if you wish. I mean, I could use this guy for anything, if I'm honest. He could be a governor, a commander, or... Well, that's really the only two choices. So, yeah. For now, he can be a governor. I do need additional generals up here, but right now, he can govern for a little bit. Anyway, yes, the Julii are on their way to attack. So, fine, let them come. I will do some additional retraining and prepare some additional Poeni infantry to beat them head on with. And we will be ready to deal with him. Captain Marcellus, by the way, spy, get up there, get me a readout on his army. Find out what's moving towards what I suspect is Limonum. And then we're going to move some troops out of Alicia and stop them. It's very interesting that the Julii just seek to, rather than attack my direct border, they try to sneak in now. Still, I've got a good enough surveillance of this area now, so I should be able to spot anything that comes my way. There's also a diplomat over there. Maybe he's on his way to give me money. Or he's on his way to Britannians to try and get them to start on me. Alright, that army is moderately strong. Alicia's army may struggle, but we'll have to just do our part. I'll leave something behind and we'll take him out. Captain Abdonibal, by the way, you are 2 turns away from relieving Nabo Martius, so that's good. He hasn't established any siege equipment yet, though the garrison numbers may be beginning to drop, but it's okay. We'll live. For some reason we have round shield cavalry here, by the way. Those guys should be, well, gotten rid of really, but... Oh well, they can stay there for now because I'd rather not just randomly disband stuff that I might need. So for now, keep moving in and get ready to do your duty. Right. Cool. So I'm thinking we may even just march out of Massilla and stop him now. I don't know. He won't reach Lugdunum within a turn if that is his target, so he might be alright in that way. You could actually just go and get in a way over there if you wanted, or you could, just go and try and kill a captain and just this time do it properly, please, because you know what? You're beginning to get on my nerves, Eshmanazar Castula. You are, because, your assassination skills have not quite been up to par so far, so please just do a little bit of a better job this time around, eh? I mean, he's coming at least. Come on. I haven't got all day. I've got the Scipii to wipe out this turn. Well, at least you're no longer having to be on my payroll, I guess. Right, gone. Right, idiot. I'll deal with that later. Right now, I'm not in the mood to be angry. Right, Milk Harem. Looks like the Scipii are going to attempt to stop us. Instead of sending their biggest army to defend the coast I'm about to basically savage, they choose to create a single bireme to stop me. I could put it out of its misery, and in fact I will. Blockade him in port, and yeah. Right, he can't do a thing now. As for you, disembark for troops, and we're making our move.
Disembark.
Except he can't move this turn. Right. Establish a beachhead and get yourselves ready. This is going to be big.
Engage the enemy. We can't do that, sire.
Right, so I probably should have waited another turn actually, but right. Just establish your beachhead. Aulus Terentilis is probably going to make his way over. He's got a big army, but you know, if we could pull this off, this actually might work. I mean, I haven't an elite army here anyway, so fuck it, let him come. We will recruit mercenaries as well, so recruit Sam Knights because these will act as counter cavalry units. So yeah, we can have those and an additional unit of mercenary hoplites. I know I'm spending a lot on mercenaries here, but you know what? Worth the cost. That is going to be the final battle for Scipii. I mean, this will also really alarm the Romans as well. Hopefully they don't send something over to attack me by the way. But yeah. I have made my... Well, actually, I've already landed on Italy before, so yeah, this isn't really as big as it... But yeah, look, this time, I'm landing again, and this time it's really more dangerous. I'm not just taking a random coastal settlement. This time, I'm taking a capital, so it's not good for the enemy. As for you, right, 40% chance now of infiltrating Carthage. That isn't good. Infiltrate Luca Platorius' army. He's new, by the way. Infiltrate his army. Get me a readout on his army. Find out what he has and what he doesn't have. Alright, so he's got some stuff about him, but he isn't exactly fantastic. That's good. Alright, Thapsus, by the way, retrain everything, and then next turn we're going to move out. Recruit an additional unit of Sacred Band Cavalry, by the way, if you want, or whatever. Actually, just something that takes one turn, which would mean Poeni infantry, but I don't want to do that. You know, I want a second unit of Iberian infantry in this army because having just one in reserve is okay, but having two would mean they're better for the pilum fodder, so yeah, that's going to work in my favour. By the way, Admiral Fero, you've got the elephants on board now, haven't you? Good. I'm going to have you sent... Oh, we don't have any war elephants here, do we? Right, can you start work... Oh, we can't afford war elephants. Okay, that's fine. Admiral Fero, can you make your way up to Massila to drop off the elephants, please?
Aye, my lord.
And once we've got those elephants dropped off, that'll be good for us. Corrales, by the way, they've calmed down, so I might be able to stop... Oh, right, I'll stop some of the over recruitment, so there we go. Retrain those guys, by the way, and we will... we're still building that, right, cool. Right. We're in a good position this turn, aren't we? I am tempted to move in Admentus Corrales, by the way, but what is just sitting in the back of my head is I do want to send out a supporting army from Thapsus before we move in to make our main assault. Just because Carthage, as far as we know, it's a very strong garrison here. They've got artillery, quite a few urban cohorts, quite a few Praetorians. In a way, it would be better to try and get these guys out onto the field, really, but I'm gonna bide my time with those guys. I think that's the right thing to do. And as for you, Baldbacat, Capella, back into Nectar with you. We can hold this guy to ransom. But yeah, Demidi, you know what? They are recruiting. We're not going to sit around and wait. 2 units of elephants is enough. So you lot, everyone but Mick Piles, basically, begin making your way to Nectar. Because look, it's going to take you like what? It's going to take you quite a few turns to arrive anyway. So just get moving. As for you, we need to keep on sabotaging. Take out the stables this time around. I don't want the enemy having a lot of cavalry, so you know what to do. Did it work, by the way? Success. Good, 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 good. Right. This is good. We're moving in the right direction now for definite. Captain Oppius might actually be on his way to provide reinforcements, but we've got rebels in the way at least. Spy, buy a keys or collar. Keep an eye on this area. Ensure that the Brutii aren't sending reinforcements. Right. You, Yukpan, back to Sirta with Yi. And what else can we do this turn? We're running out of things to do this turn, aren't we? Well, actually, we've got some cleaning to do this turn. Alicia, have your armies march out and meet the enemy. I will leave behind 1 unit of Spanish mercenaries. Nah, just kidding. I'll leave behind the barbarian mercenaries because they're the weakest unit. And it's a bridge battle, so this will be a bit hairy, but I want you to get out there and take out Captain Marcellus. I can't risk him getting to Lamernum. Lamernum's very weak and it won't stand up in a siege, so I'd rather that his army be wiped out now before he can become a nuisance later. So there we go. So it's going to be a 2,120 man army against a very small army of 307 men. His army is quite underpopulated, but there are strong units in there. There is a unit of Praetorians and a unit of legionary cavalry among them. So top priority is getting rid of those units. But apart from that, this should be a victory. However, it is on a bridge, so it may get a bit tricky, but we'll do what we can. So let's fight it on the battle map and see what happens.
There are many roads to victory. Today our road lies through the enemy's ranks. Show no mercy as you cut them down! We go now to our bloody business!
Good, let us go for our things. Let us do what we must do. Right.
Await my orders!
So, we're on a bridge. My most favourite of locations. Just kidding. We haven't really had a lot of luck with bridges in this series in some aspects. Right. Balearic Slingers, you're the front line because you're slingers and you know what you're doing. So, Poenis, they're a tough phalanx unit. They would be good for basically breaking through. However, because we've got to send the weaker units in first, just as anti-pillar, we'll send in the Iberians first. But just because we do have that slight risk, you know, once one unit starts to rout, the rest begin to rout, one out, all out. We'll go right for the Poenis after, rather than anything else. So Poenis, you're going in second, just because I do suspect that the Brutii will use their tougher units. Mercenaries, you're in reserve, because I don't trust the enemy. They may do something. Well, obviously I am expecting the enemy to do something. I'm not expecting to sit around and let them get killed. But you know what I mean? If the enemy tries to charge forward, I'm putting these guys on the flanks to try and close in and stop the enemy. Skirmishers, you will defend my back flank, and other Iberians, you should really be in the main line, shouldn't you? But then again, I can't send too many units over the bridge at once, otherwise then we're going to just clog it. Cavalry, you're at my back, and to be honest, there isn't a lot you can do. There's no fjords, fords, whatever you like to call them, where I can make additional moves, so that is going to work in my favour today. Luckily, the enemy lacks artillery and missiles, by the way, so I'm free to bunch my men up. Anyway, let us begin this battle and see how it plays out. Hopefully it plays out in the scenario where I get a victory, because that is what I'm aiming for. Okay, so he's going to move in and he's going to hold his ground. Slingers, move forward. You guys have pretty good range, so you should just be able to basically reach out across the bridge and deal with them. If we do lure the enemy over, then that's fine, because then whatever comes over, we can close in and kill. But I want you to target those cavalry auxiliary. They're the closest to you right now. Spanish mercenaries, by the way, I want you here because you've got javelins, and if anything does come rushing over, you'll be ready to start doing something good for me. Okay, slingers, move it up a little more. Looks like you're gonna have to actually make it onto the bridge before you can start slinging. But once those cavalry auxiliary are in range, or those Praetorian cohorts, or anything that's in range really, and I want you to make your move. So position yourselves about halfway across the bridge, please. Just wait. Aha! The Praetorians are in range. Slingers, you know what to do now. We'll kill them from afar. So that's volley one out there, and bang, bang, bang. That's already a few of them killed. Good. Keep it up, slingers. You know what to do. It's like hardened snow, or hailstones. But yeah, this will be the best way to start wiping them out early. I mean, there we go. Basically wiping out one of the biggest concern units of the lot. Just have those legionary cavalries to deal with, but for now it's also starting to hit through to the light auxiliary, so that's good. Start wiping out another unit while I'm at it. And the enemy doesn't really seem to be making a lot of effort to defend the actual crossing, by the way. They're ready to deal with me once I'm on the other side of the bridge, but yeah, for now, they're just willing to let me just stand around and shoot them. Which is all well and good, really, because I am very happy just to stand around and shoot them. Since this is basically all the battle is devolving into right now, we'll just put it on triple speed, let the enemy just get wiped out. There we go. Thrilling sight of it. Whoa, 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 whoa. We having to move forward a little bit. Have they actually finally out of range? Slingers, hold your ground. Can we just stand halfway across the bridge and attack? Or oh no, I want to cross. Right, slingers, turn it around. Looks like I can't. It looks like I can't shoot anymore. So I'm guessing there's a rule, an unwritten rule in the Book of Total War in which I can't. Oh no, wait, I can stand halfway across the bridge and just shoot from here. Good, do it. Perfect. Looks like the enemy cavalry isn't very interested in going in for the kill. I mean, come on, look. I've got these guys all the way out here for you, and yet you choose not to move in and just go for a simple charging kill. Still, fair enough. If you just want your Praetorian cohorts to die, then, I don't know, more power to you, I guess. But I'm just going to continue wiping them out because, yeah, this is all you deserve, you idiots. There we go, 22, 21, 20, 18, 17. I mean, there we go. Basically just taking out one of their strongest units without having to lift a finger in a way. Just having to sling some stones. 13, 11, 10. Alright, we're out of stones. Okay, slingers, you've done a fantastic job. Please withdraw from the battle. Not that way. Back, 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 back. When I say withdraw, I don't mean run directly at the enemy, because now you're going to get attacked, aren't you? Right, get out of there. Right, losing a few of them to missiles already, but it's alright. We'll live. Enemy's reforming by a line, but right. That Praetorian cohort is now practically nothing, so Spanish mercenaries, begin making your way across the bridge, please. Balearic slingers, withdraw from battle now, please. And withdraw the proper way. You don't need to run, by the way, you can just walk. Okay, Poenis, I want you to follow after the Spanish mercenaries. I'm going to use the Spanish mercenaries instead of the Iberian infantry this time around. Just because the Spanish mercenaries do, in fact, have pillums, so I'm thinking if the enemy's going to wait around, the pillums may be useful. Libyan spears, by the way, I want you across the bridge as well. That should be enough units to win this battle. I don't need to move anything else over, hopefully. But yep, Spanish mercenaries, they're getting in position now. They're getting all nice and lined up. They know where they need to go. Relatively organised march across the bridge. Fantastic. Just get over here. Rain down our shots. And then, hey presto, Bob's your uncle. The Julii will be kicked out of this local vicinity, eh? And we'll just speed up the crossing a little bit just because it's taking some time. Oh, hang on. Right, enemies moving forward. It's alright, they're moving only the cavalry auxilia forward.
Spanish mercenaries.
That's like, ooh, I don't know, the biggest threatening unit in the world. I mean, they're already running off, so, yeah. How many kills did you get there, by the way? 2, 1, 0. Well, we actually are getting a few kills, but to be honest, they never get any decent kills. So, guys, line up, get your pillums out. Other Spanish mercenaries, you know what to do. Ah, they're running off. See, they can dish it out, but they can't take it. Okay, establish your line here and make way for the Poeni infantry who are now incoming. Poeni infantry, I want you to make your line here. Just here. Thank you very much. Right. By the way, they ran out of ammo because these guys carry basically no ammo. That is how pathetic those guys are. And now I get to dish out my own pillums. And yeah, good volley, lads. Get another one out. There we go. They're dishing out their volley, by the way. Luckily, they're getting very few kills, so yeah, we're okay. Okay. Spanish mercenaries, you're doing a fantastic job. Let's start moving the line closer. Let's start applying some pressure. Libyan spearmen, by the way, I want you on here, and I want you to basically to be ready to deal with those legionary cavalry. They'll be looking for a way to attack us. Iberians, dish out the pillums. Or butcher them. You know what to do. Fire missiles. Oh, and that's a Praetorian's just about gone there, and they're getting out there. Okay, Spanish mercenaries, engage the auxilia. You guys can begin pushing the those guys away, but it's not going to do anything. Poeni infantry, close in for the kill. Basically close in, apply pressure to the enemy cavalry, Libyan spearmen. I want you to try and get in there and pin down their cavalry. The captain himself leads a unit of Roman cavalry, and he's just going to go in there. He's going to try and just push out the Spanish mercenaries all in one go. My cavalry, can you just get over this over this bridge nice and quickly, please? I mean, okay, they've smashed up my Spanish mercenaries a bit, but it's okay. We've got the enemy right where I want them now. We're going to try and engage a unit of spearmen. As we all know, that never works for the enemy. It always goes beautifully wrong for them. So, other Poenis, hold the line here. I'm not going to have you attack. Got those guys on the run already. They know better than to do what they're doing. And my Libyan spearmen are winning against the auxiliary, more or less. So, Poenis, move the line up a little bit. You guys, deal with them. You lot, begin moving up against those legionary cavalry. For now, they're more contented just to chase off my units for some reason. By the way, these guys wiped out the cavalry auxiliary.
Does not stand, but runs away.
Okay,
Any point in killing him?
You lot intercept the general. That's the unit of Spanish mercenaries there. They're lost. They haven't got a hope, really. So, units, let's make our line and prepare for the eventual return of that auxiliary.
The enemy general was a fool. He
Good job, lads.
himself rather than leading his men to a dignified
Okay,
defeat.
you chase down what's left. You lot line up. Cavalry, we're going to have you chase down those auxiliary, by the way. I don't want units escaping, so... I'll allow light auxiliary to escape, but just get rid of those auxiliary. I just want to try and keep this area basically, you know, free of Romans entirely now. And it looks like these guys are coming back for a seconds. That's good, that's good. I'm going to see what other unit they can pick on, but luckily I have a units that are designed to kill them. Spearmen, you need to get into formation nice and quickly, please. Okay, you guys, you've done a fantastic job in wiping out those auxiliary. You get ready now. Okay, legionary cavalry. Do what you can, but if I'm honest, you're about to charge into your own death. Looks like he's just going to escape this time around. Alright, cavalry, get in there and get ready to intercept, because these Libyan spearmen are about to get hit pretty hard. Very hard. I'm just kidding, that was pretty pathetic of him. Right, spearmen, you know what to do. Get in there, wipe them out. That legionary cavalry is now wavering, they're gone. Finish them. A very successful engagement there.
In your grasp, and there is nothing the enemy can do but run.
Hardly a single enemy escaped. Some did escape, but basically hardly any escaped. Only 19 escaped. Good job, Adable. You're earning my forgiveness at a very reasonable rate.
Glorious victory!
And that enemy army has routed entirely. Okay, make your way back to Alicia and reinforce, retrain, and prepare for our next move. Since Captain Mars set... Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Alright, can like some cavalry squeeze in there quickly? There we go. Okay, right. Alicia, disable auto management, by the way. Alicia, just recruit, I don't know, like a million billion slingers or whatever. Whatever makes you not sulk isn't going to work though, right? Oh wait, actually we need to switch to growth, that's why. Up to growth. I didn't even do a single thing, right. Alicia is just going to sulk for a turn and then we're just going to move back in. Right, but once we're in there, we're going to prepare our move on Lugdunum, because you know what, we've got the enemy on the ropes in that region there. And to be honest, I'm more or less tempted to call this an episode just because I've only really got 10 minutes of recording time left, and well, I don't want to hit the end turn button, and the reason for that is I suspect a big battle is brewing over in Capua, if you get what I mean. A very big engagement.
Ready to sail.
An engagement so huge it's going to basically wipe everything out. By the way, as for you, can you initiate a new blockade of Carthage, because I don't really need you there, so get there, block Carthage up. There we go, that's the Brutii's trade dreams over again. Right, yeah. Let's actually just quickly review what we have left. Oh, by the way, this is a new Captain Theo Propides. So right, Demidi, you're training and recruiting. Tingy, you're not doing anything, so let's get you doing something. Actually, you've got enough troops now, so I want you, Agrikeros Mainika, take your men and begin making your way to Cirta. From there, I will issue you additional orders, so you know what to do. Get over there, and once you're over there, I'm going to find something else for you to do. Luckily, Corduba's population is now stagnating rather than dropping, by the way. Yeah, I need to have a look at Corduba. Corduba has just been going really wrong ever since we lost Briareus, hasn't it? And Akbar the Gambler moved in with his stupid gamblingness. We're retraining these long shield cavalry, by the way, and then next turn we'll be able to move back out, so we'll be able to send all these men up to the Julii frontier. That'll be very good for us. And this Royal Cavalry Stair will allow us to begin recruiting Sacred Band Cavalry. Begin working on an execution square here, by the way, in Tingi, just to establish a bit of additional loyalty from the men. And a unit of skirmishers, because, hey, extra troops are always welcome. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for this turn. So, what have we done? Well, what have we done? Not a lot today, I admit. What we have done, though, is we have broken up an enemy army over here, and we've now basically really weakened the Brutii again. They were beginning to look like a threat again, if I'm honest, but now we're going to move in and nab Nepta. Leptis Magna currently poses no active threat, so we are now going to prepare, after this turn, after all this retraining, we're going to move in, and we're going to basically double team on Carthage and retake our old capital. And obviously next turn, it looks like it might be the last stand of a Scipii. Let's see how that goes down. Ooh, hitting that end turn button is going to cause a fight. So I'll see you on the next episode, my friends, to see how the fight goes down. By the way, blockade Rome and really piss him off. Whap, whap, wham. Now Rome has no trade. I am really now sticking it to him. See you on the next episode, my friends. Oh, by the way, as for you, Milcarum, keep in position because, you know what, just in case we need to run. See you on the next episode, my friends, for the the potential fall of a Scipii. To be honest, hopefully they fall, but we'll see. Gonna be a good battle. Or it might just go like the first battle of this episode and, you know, the enemy just, I don't know, throws everything at once right into a spear line and then realises that it's not a very good idea to do that, but hey, I'm not the enemy. They're the enemy, and they're the ones making the silly decisions that are allowing me victory. See you later, folks.